What's up, coaches and fans of the ASL? It's Susie here with Hutch
What's up,
for another
guys?
installment of Power Rankings, and this is
Yep, this is Power Rankings.
week 3 or is it week 4?
It's week 3. It's also Power Rankings. Yep, that's
Week
what we
3,
record.
but better to call this TG edition, as TG is the only one making any transactions, and he made a lot of them. So, just want to dive right into this.
Let's do it.
He decided to make 3 transactions that all involved Tier B mons. And the ones that he dropped were Machamp, Garbodor, and his 3 mons he picked up were Braviary, Regirock, and something he calls Toxocroak. We're going to give him Toxocroak because I think that's what he meant, but Toxocroak, we'll make sure he gets that.
It's Toxo. He spelled it like Toxocrayoke.
Crayoke. But if he can find that, like, we'll be happy to give it to him, but until then, he'll get Toxocroak. Let's hop into the first mon we'll be discussing, which is Braviary. And not much else to say besides this thing is just a monster for a Tier B mon. It hits hard, it's got decent bulk, it can run sets like Bulk Up, Brave Bird, it can roost its health back, it can take those normal types on with Superpower, it can outstall stuff with Toxic, it can U-turn, it can defog. I mean, this thing is just not a one-trick pony. It does a lot, especially for a Tier B mon, which Tier B mons are normally limited to just one role. But Braviary can do many different things, and it is definitely one of the best, if not the best, free agents in Tier B. And it was a great transaction for TG to pick up Braviary.
Yeah, I agree. Braviary does fill a lot of roles. It gives him another defogger, which could be very nice. Another interesting thing, if he plays against Intimidate teams, he can run Defiant and get essentially a +1, which could be very, very nice if he's running like Choice Scarf and they have like no Brave Bird swap-ins. But essentially the transaction, or the mon that he's dropping that would fill the role of Braviary is Aerodactyl. They both get defog. Aerodactyl's a lot faster. Braviary hits a little bit harder. They both have okay coverage options. My big thing here is Braviary fills the role of a defensive mon a little bit better. It doesn't get up rocks, which is a little unfortunate, which actually really hurts TG's team, but he gets Regirock, so it's okay. But I really like Braviary as a pickup.
I agree. Great move by him. And I guess let's just go to his next mono here, which is him picking up the ever so bulky, physically defensive wall, Regirock. And this long. I mean, it's a great mon. It's got just fantastic coverage. It's annoying to get through if you have a physical mon. I mean, you just can't break this thing. You got to make sure in your prep that you prep for this, because if you forget to prep for this thing, you better watch out, because it's going to do some damage to you.
Yeah,
The
like
mon...
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
The mon that he dropped for this is Garbly. But, I mean, personally, I'm not a fan of Garbodor, however you say that name. And a much more, I guess, obvious defensive wall, and it's a lot. So I think it was a good pickup, especially since he had to drop his rock type and Aerodactyl, so he's able to retain the typing with Regirock here. Much in terms of defense, he gains quite a bit actually, since Garbodor is just kind of there for T-spikes.
Yeah, I agree. And Regirock being a dual threat, it can bulk a ton of hits. And we saw in the weekly recap, Registeel getting a 6-0 sweep with that curse. Regirock can do it too. Its typing isn't as desirable as the steel typing, but it can definitely get a nice curse sweep. I love its options for like Stealth Rock Explosion. That's always a nice thing to run. But yeah, it's a fantastic bulky mon and very tough to break through. So he doesn't really lose. If you could see all these transactions, he doesn't lose any typings. If anything, he gains the normal typing. So I do like Regirock as a pickup. And rock types are meant to be defensive in my mind, because normal spam and flying spam are two very scary things. And Regirock can swap into both those fairly easily, unless it's like a Braviary, which he has, or a Staraptor, which get fighting coverage. So I really like him picking up Regirock.
All right, so I guess we'll go to his last mon, which is just another great tier B mon, and it's Toxicroak. Finally get that fighting type back that he lost him a champ, and get that poison type back. And he gets it all in a tier B mon who is that I believe if we had gone to a 3-tier system, he would have been tier 2, which I think speaks enough for his abilities. He's a very dangerous one, got some phenomenal abilities. All 3 of them can be used in, at any time in any week. A lot of versatility. It can be a mixed sweeper. It can set up on you. It's got U-turn. Yeah, it just adds an offensive presence to his team that I think wasn't really there before.
Yeah, I adore this pickup for Toxicroak. Toxicroak, in my mind, is borderline tier A. I know no one would pick it, which is why we put it in tier B, but it's so good in tier B. Like you said, it gets Nasty Plot, it gets Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, U-Turn, all that good stuff. And if you run like Air Balloon on it, you can use it to wall a Gastrodon in most scenarios because of Dry Skin, which is a very cool thing there. Yeah, its abilities are so good. It can't be Scald Burned. It's hard, and it gives him a way to break fairies. He didn't really have that before. Like, yes, Volcarona can take most hits from fairies, but most of the time it can't break it as easily as it would like. But now you're getting Life Orb, Poison Jabs, or Life Orb Sludge Bombs, or even Specs or
Gunk shot.
Banded. Gunk Shot, there you go. And this thing is just, it helps him break fairies, which he really desperately needed. Because otherwise they stall out Finny, they stall out Mew, they stall out of his walls, and Zygarde doesn't like to take him on. Like Steelium Z, yes, it's there, but it's like it's so much nicer to just have a poison type to just come click a stab move just to murder fairies, and nice fighting typing. I like its speed tier 85. It's better than Machamp, which is like 55. So he gets a lot of speed out of these transactions, although he dropped his 130 speed. I love the value in these picks.
Dare you to bring Banded, Poison Sting, Toxicroak 1 week, please.
Yo, that would be heat. Choice Specs Poison Sting, that's where it's at.
That'd be so hype, dude.
That's where it's at.
Your team definitely got a lot more threatening. I think you needed to make a facelift to your team, as this season's definitely not a TG season so far.
Yeah.
Seeing you just really embarrass some of us week in and week out. I think by adding these threatening mons, a lot better. And you might boast one of the best, if not the best, tier Bs currently.
Yeah. All right, you want to go ahead and wrap it up?
Watching, guys, and we'll be here next week on time.
We can hope.
Ooh.
All right. See you guys later.